Hi friends, it's Sudhya from Backyard Garden Highlights. Hope you guys are doing great today. Today I'm planning to share it with you guys how my vegetable garden looks in July. So let's get into the video and see what are all different vegetable plants that I'm growing this year. I will start with this plant. I know you will see a lot of flowering plants and bachelor button is done. You can see they are looking dried out. So I'll be removing them when I clean this weekend. And all this Rebecca flowers that you see here, entire garden, those are all free plants, and I try to remove a lot of them, but still a lot of plants are still surviving, and I just left them as a border plant. And the plant that I want to show you now is taro. It's a tropical vegetable plant, and they add beautiful vertical interest for your garden. And in the roots are, or the bulbs are edible, and we use them for our curries. I'm growing them for the first time in ground. Last year I tried in the pot and they didn't produce a great harvest. So this year I just left them inside all this crowd. I'm hoping they still make some roots and dahlia like tubers that I can use in my kitchen. But let me show you how they look in the ground. But the leaves are, like you can see, they are similar to elephant ears. So it's a beautiful tropical addition to the garden. Once I remove that, and Rebecca will also gradually die around end of July or early August. So I'm hoping that that time they will have fully on their own. But now they are just stuck in between all those flowering perennial plants. So let me show you how they look in the bottom. Right, I have a lot of weeds as well, but this is how they look in the bottom. This is really looking promising. I'm hoping I will have a lot of tubers to enjoy. So I have one plant here and then another plant here. You can see they are looking so big. It's absolutely elephant ears. Look at my hand and their size. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. And water don't really stay here. It's like, I think they may have some wax in the layer, so when the rain comes in it splashes and just drains out. So it's really beautiful. And I have another plant somewhere here. Let me see if I can find one. I think they are all crowded with this volunteering salvia plant, but let me show you. They will find their own way. This is the next smaller plant. Now let's look at the other vegetables that I have harvesting for quite some time. These are all beets. You will see a lot of leaves are missing. I harvested all the leaves for greens and I'm using that for my vegetable curries. And this is, I think, one mature beet that I have, and another beet, and another beet. So almost a lot of beets. I've been using all the leaves right now. At least twice I harvested and they still grow, and I'm planning to harvest the beets so I can use them again. We have a lot of crowded peppers. These all peppers, I just throwed all the entire pepper, the cutting, and I just left them. You can see how many plants in one place. So it's a lot of competition, but still I didn't really plan anything else, so I let them grow here. And that's why you're seeing a lot of peppers. I don't know what variety I planted. It's from the store brought one, but I see they are just doing great. And this one, I believe Ashgard, I don't know exactly. I bought two seedlings. One is bottle gourd, another one is Ashgard. A lot of buds are already there. So, but only thing is I didn't really put any trellis for them, so it's really suffering, slowly growing. They already started blooming, so that's really wonderful. And this is bottle gourd, and they are trying to find something to grab and grow fast, but I'm just very lazy or not really having good plan to give them enough trellis support. I'm very bad, I think, this year without my dad here. And then you can see a lot of white color flowers. Let me show you a close-up look. All these white flowers, can you find out what they are? They are all blooms from potatoes, so it's really interesting potato plants flowers. So when I saw that a couple of years first time, I was really got a pleasant surprise. I didn't know how potato grown in the past, so it's a pleasant experience. And all these are, I think, the yellow gold potato or golden potato, something. I bought organic one and I just planted them here, and they are really doing great. So once you start seeing the flowering, they started producing the tubers here, so you can always harvest baby potatoes. But once you start seeing them dying completely, like you will see the plant with all the yellow leaves all over, and then they flop over and they literally look like a died or kind of a dying. That's, I think, when they are completely matured and you can harvest them. So in between raised bed, I just left all this overwintered, I don't know what flower this is, I forgot. I'll put the name in the screen. They are just giving some pop of color or add an interest here. And I just have self-sown snapdragon and some salvia, and all these plants are nothing I planted. They are all self-sown. And this is my kitchen scrap. I found a pomegranate plant growing, so I thought I'll just add them to the pot. And that one is Mexican sage. We call it as Karpooravali in Tamil. And this is the blue salvia. They started blooming. They are in a small container. I thought I'll give it to somebody, but still it's sitting in the pot. And this is my red maple. I'm planning to grow them, so I can grow them in the pot to add any interest in my garden. And here is my bush beans. You can see I harvested maybe 2 times so far. I actually planted very late, but they are doing really amazing. You can see a lot of new flowers. So basically, as much as you harvest, you will have a new growth and new buds and flowers. If you leave them to dry, the plant thinks that they are done and they will go for seeding. That's what I heard. They are doing really amazing. You can see this is how the beans flowers look. And that's potato, and this is beans. Okay, next we have another beans. This is a flax beans or something. I left them for seeding. I should have actually harvested maybe a few days before. They are completely dried out. I forgot. So I am planning to collect them for dried beans. And this is how the fruit looks. They are really amazing. So you can see, since I left them, it's really, they take longer. They are still producing some new growth and the buds are forming. Like, you need to harvest them. You cannot just leave them like this. Entire raised bed, you will see almost 70% of the bed is now completely with potatoes. I planted early spring and they are almost ready. I think it's just that I need to find a time to harvest them. So this is a good sign that the tubers are ready for you to harvest. You can see all the plant is flopped over almost and they are kind of looking yellow. So it's perfect time to start harvesting. Basically, you don't need to remove the entire plant. You can just do a treasure hunt and pull the potato that you want to use it and leave the plant the same way. So you can harvest them in batches as well. And I forgot to show you, this is another beans plant. I just left it. You can see there are a lot of beans that I'm yet to harvest and they look really beautiful. I love this bean and I have to harvest them soon, otherwise they will go a little more dry. And I thought I had one of the beans. Let me see. I think I had some. Yeah, this bean plant is completely smashed by potato plant. You can see they were waiting for some support to climb. It's a climber, pole beans. And I think they are kind of tired of trying to find a trellis for them to climb. And they are also like, all the beans I left them without harvest. That's really, I think no one would do that. They are almost going to compost. So to see if they are still looking good, I have to harvest them. Next one, this is lettuce, and I just left them. I think they bolt when the summer weather starts. I think that's what happened to this plant. Or I could have done something bad for them because I just removed all the leaves because slugs and snails were eating the leaves. I thought I'll clear them up. I removed all the layers, and the next few days in heat warning. So the leaves started separating and they, I think, went to the process called bolting. So they went to the seed, and that's how lettuce plant looks when they go to the bolting stage. This is just one plant and they have got 2 stems and they were coming up 2 heads. We used a lot of leaves during, I think, early spring and late spring, but during summer I think that this is how they look, at least in this garden. And they are going to seed. I don't know whether I should leave it or not, but they look nice and I don't have any other plant planted now. I just left it. Same story with this is how radish looks when you leave them in the ground after their maturity period. They just start, let me show you, yeah, if you can see, if you leave the radish in the ground, they just start to mature and then they start to produce blooms and they will produce ton of seeds. And actually if you have a great space, you can just leave them, so they will just act as a perennial for you. They just produce a lot of fruits, seedlings are from these seeds. But they take a lot of space too, so you have to be cautious about that. If you don't have a great space, I think it's good to remove them. Even if they are over their harvest time, you just remove and put it in the compost bin, but otherwise you can just leave them like this, or until you find a time to remove them you just leave them like me. Okay, next one is my favorite and they are looking really gorgeous this year, and I'm just enjoy watching this plant, how they perform. This is Black Beauty eggplant. It looks really gorgeous here, and you can see a lot of eggplants are forming. So I'm hoping that I will have soon some good harvest out of my eggplant. And since I'm waiting for this, I didn't even buy eggplants from the shop. I badly wanted these eggplants from my garden to be used in my kitchen. So I have 2 plants, this one and then this one. You can see the blooms. Wow, look at this. It's so attractive. I don't know how do you feel, but it's really amazing, and it's really great to see a lot of blooms and a lot of small eggplants are forming. So it's really amazing to watch this plant grow. I have, I don't know guys, I planted jalapeno and cayenne pepper, I think. I don't know how to pronounce that, but both of them doesn't look they are the variety that I planted. Look at this. Is it cayenne pepper? They are so huge. And this one is supposed to be jalapeno, but I don't think they are jalapeno. Maybe both of them are same. The labels are either misplaced or I misplaced the planting site. And then here we have, okay, maybe I planted both jalapeno this side. Looks like these are all jalapenos. They are forming like jalapenos. So I think maybe I just forgot where I planted. So this is our one jalapeno plant, and you can see another jalapeno plant that's also forming. They are really, I think right now they are kind of looking big size shrub like structure. You can see they are almost half of my trellis. Beetle or something is eating the leaves, but still I see a lot of blooms and lot of fruits are forming. So that's really amazing. You can see a lot of fruits are being set. So it's really amazing. In between these 2 raised bed, I do have volunteer plants. This is the amaranthus. Yeah, I think red amaranthus that I just left them. They can add some colors. And these are all some Rudbeckia. You can see they are just thriving everywhere. And some of the snapdragons also sneaking out there. Yeah, pretty much it's volunteer plants in between these raised beds. In this raised bed also on the back side you will see lot of potatoes. I think I have become big fan of my own potato growing, so yeah, so all of them are potatoes. And here we have some nightshades. I really love them. And these are all greens we use in our kitchen. And a lot of fruits are being set. And technically they don't taste great when they are green, but I use them when they are ripened. They taste like sweet. They are really great. And I just harvested all the leaves yesterday and I made some curry out of it. That's pretty much I have. Hope you guys enjoy watching the video. We'll see you in the next video. Please support my channel by subscribing, commenting and sharing it with your friends.